we live? Should be live, both of them. Why is only one pulling up? I think the second one didn't come up. I probably didn't do. But no. It's the only one that's. Okay, this is a long stream. Make sure you guys hit that like button, share button, subscribe. But it's saying this one is live too. It's saying both of them is live. Hold on. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. While I check. It should be though. We should be good. I know we good because I see it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let me just. Let me just do this. Right there. Yeah. Yeah. Guys. Live. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. Anything you want me to react to. All right. I think we ready. We ready. Let's get this motivation cooking up. Because I need to hear it. Because today is one of them days I did not want to. I didn't want to do it. Quotes. Let's listen to it. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below, and let this motivation sink in and let it breathe into your soul. Is it playing? I don't know. It's still loading.
Quote of the day. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Confucius. Breakdown. This quote is a reminder that everything big is built from something small. People often look at success like it's one massive leap, but in reality, it's thousands of tiny, almost invisible steps stacked over time. The mountain represents the big picture. Your goals, your dreams, the life you're trying to build. It could be growing a platform, making money, getting in shape, or leveling up mentally. The problem is, when you focus only on the mountain, it feels impossible. That's where most people freeze or give up. The small stones are the daily actions. Posting content even when it gets low views. Practicing when you don't feel motivated. Learning when it feels repetitive. Staying consistent when nothing seems to be happening. These actions feel small in the moment, almost like they don't matter. But that's the illusion. Every small action is a vote toward the person you're becoming. Most people fail not because they're incapable, but because they underestimate how powerful small, consistent effort is. They expect quick results, and when they don't get them, they stop picking up stones. What makes this powerful is understanding that progress is quiet at first. You won't always see results right away. There's a phase where it feels like you're doing a lot and getting nothing back, but that's actually the phase where the foundation is being built. And then something interesting happens. If you don't quit, those small stones start to add up. Momentum builds, skills improve, opportunities show up. What once felt impossible starts to feel inevitable. Real takeaway. Don't focus on moving the entire mountain today. Just ask yourself, what's one stone I can carry right now? then do it again tomorrow, and the next day. That's how real progress is made.
Man, the small steps, them, you know, just going live today, just posting that video, just editing that content, and even more, and not even just all about content, you know, just picking that one thing up, just, you know, just taking that 1 minute with your kids sometimes, and just everything. The small things lead up to everything. So I be needing this because today, you know, it ain't hard. It's just, you know, I feel like it's harder when it's at the end of the night and you already, you know, sleepy and already had the load of the day on you. It's easier when you can get it in the morning time and be, you know, when you first wake up. I feel like that's the best time to get content. When you eventually we'll be like that when you fresh off your rest, like, you know, when your mind is at its highest and at its peak. But you can't always get it the way that you want it. You got to get it the way that it's, you know, there for you. You got to still get it. All right, you didn't get it the whole day. He said, hey, you better go get it now, or go get it eventually. So that's just, you know, what it's really is about. Just about keep picking them little stones up. I love this quote. Don't try to move the whole mountain, the whole day. You gotta start. You gotta start. You know, you gotta start, build that mountain. And once you build that mountain, them little things it's gonna help you. You know, it's gonna help you so much, because you're gonna once you learn how to build the foundation, you don't gotta worry about nothing after that point. Because if you skip that point and it just happened for you, then you don't know how to build the foundation. And at some point you're gonna plateau. You always plateau a lot of times, where I see you plateau, and then you don't figure, you know, you don't know how to get past that plateau because that foundation wasn't built properly. You built that foundation and you built that building, and then you just keep taking it there, and, you know, keep, you know, directing and redirecting a little bit and maneuvering and stuff like that. We just gonna see. I had to listen to this because this, you know, takes me here, no matter how low I'm feeling or whatever, or wherever my energy at. It takes me to the next level every time I listen to some good quotes that they provide for me. Even though ChatGPT try to provide the same quote for me, whenever I say quote of the day, they just provide the automatic quote. I would have to tell them, hey, I need something else. Give me something better. It's gonna be one of them days, I see. But that's amazing. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below what's, you know, your favorite quote, or what you got, how you feel about that. I love it. So let's get to our videos for today. Let's get to our videos. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. All right. What's our first video today? And then, you know, once we get to our videos, it started to get a little easier. We start to feel it. We start to get in the groove. So, where was she? I don't remember which one is this. Okay. This one. She got some good content. Make sure you guys, hold on.
The night shift is wearing me down, I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below about, you know, if you ever been caught cheating, or if you've been cheating before, and you tried to make some dumb excuse. Let me know about this video right here, because it's crazy, to be honest.
Yeah. The night shift.
Yeah, the night shift.
Is that what we're calling it?
Look how calm he is, though. Look how calm he is. He's just like, all right. That's how you gotta be. Like, it ain't, because some people be going crazy over people cheating or whatever. Like, if that's what that person gotta do, you just gotta, move forward. Or if you still want to stay with her, that's what you do. But you ain't gotta go crash out just because it is what it is.
Is that what we're calling it?
Is that his name?
His name?
Yeah, you named him Night Shift.
And people's, I don't want to just be stereotypical and say women, but women sometimes do die with they lie. Like she like, I'm dying with this lie.
Are you?
At work, yes. What do you mean?
Okay.
Oh, she sound like she lying.
Okay, that's interesting. Cause you want to know what I did for you last night?
What did you do for me last night?
I got you DoorDash.
Okay.
Yep.
An energy drink.
Okay.
And a late night dinner.
Okay.
Send it.
She took him out, okay. Okay. Like, you ain't catching on. Like, you might as well fess up at this point, bro. Like, just fess up.
To your work.
Okay.
Guess who wasn't there to receive the DoorDash?
Guess who?
I was there.
You weren't.
How would you know that? If it was a DoorDash, you weren't there.
Now that's some messed up stuff right there.
Bro,
You
like, still trying to keep the lie.
trying to be thoughtful for somebody, and the whole time they playing you.
Whole time, and she still gonna keep up with the lie. Like, how would you know? Like, what you mean, how would I know? Right there was like, you just told on yourself right there. How would you know? Why are you asking me how would I know? Like, you just kind of told on yourself right there.
Because I had it set to deliver to you.
And they said I wasn't there?
Well,
And you didn't get it. And you didn't get it.
when they went to the front desk, Cassandra said, "Oh, she's not working. She doesn't work night shift."
Well, why would
She does not work.
you
Listen to
send
what she
stuff
about
to
to
my
say.
office without telling me about it?
Bro, do you hear that? Why would you send stuff to my office and not tell me? Not the fact. Not the fact. And the funny thing about it is, people like her will try to push the blame back on you all the time. All the time, to make you feel like you was the issue. Make you feel like you did it. Like, how? At some point, just be like, oh, okay, I'm caught. When are you gonna be like, I'm caught? Like, never?
DoorDash.
Okay, right, but what did I ask you to send me DoorDash? No.
Bro, listen, do you hear her? She's talking about, did I ask you to send me DoorDash? Let's address the main point here. You don't want to address the main point. No, we're not addressing the main point, bro.
I didn't.
You.
Girl, now come on. Who the hell gets mad for somebody trying to be
Bruh.
thoughtful and trying to be nice to them?
Who?
I bet you that Mr. Night Shift ain't sending you shit. He probably just
I ain't sending you shit.
knocking you down, because usually that's what it is.
You have to ask me. I'm your husband. Weirdo.
I mean,
It's
I
a
guess
DoorDash.
not, but like
So
a heads
like,
up, like,
And he's just not, man.
hey, I'm having something delivered to the office for you would be nice.
okay, the DoorDash isn't.
Listen, bro, he finally got to the point. Like, she's still just like, you could tell me, like, no, what's the point of a surprise? I'm surprising you. Surprise? I'm like, you shouldn't be on no BS.
Problem here. The problem here is that you lied to me, said you've been working nights.
Okay, well, you wouldn't
You
own
never
that I'm lying
work
if
nights.
you would have, like,
Like, and that's even more crazy. Talking about you never work nights, so you just been playing this play. Like, do you even work at this point? Like, she don't even work. Yeah.
giving me a heads up
Cause what's she doing? Doubles? Cause like shit, when do she work in her shift?
that you were sending something. I didn't know you were sending something if you were
Bro, and she's sticking to it. Like, I'm not addressing that. She's good at what she do, bro. She say, I'm not addressing the fact of what you saying. Why did you send me something and not notify me? Why didn't you notify me about this? Like, if you want a lesson of how to lie, bro, she could teach you.
sending something I would have
What
been there
did
to
I
receive
just say?
What?
That the DoorDash is not the problem. You want to know what the problem is?
Please elaborate, because I'm lost.
Bruh, she talking about I'm lost. I don't know. You talking about I'm lost, bro. I don't know what you saying. No. Talking about I am lost. I don't know what you saying.
That you're hooking up with people from Tinder.
Now come on, girl, you is caught. We know damn well ain't nobody gonna get mad over no damn DoorDash. Now go and get your shit and get out that man's house, sir.
At some point, just give up. It's a wrap.
That goddamn divorce immediately.
Good night.
Duh, she's hilarious. Like, that's too funny right there, man. She say, that's the problem. The problem is you sent me something and you didn't tell me. Like, nah, bro, you caught. When you caught, you caught. So, comment below if you ever been caught and you just kind of circled around it and not talked about it, or let me know how y'all feel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment below. What? You just made that Kool-Aid? Yeah. Oh, because it's my code. I was just wondering if my first name was Nah. What's next? Yeah, that was a crazy video.
You should get life insurance because you never know. My dad has never been in better shape. Lost weight, exercising every day.
For the first time in a very long time, we are starting to see women panic. And the reason why they are panicking is not only because the reality of them.
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. She's actually about to talk about something that's crazy. You know, that's not too crazy, but at the same time, you better stop. Even this is honestly for men and women. She gonna talk about the women part of it, but hey, men out there, y'all better stop losing them good women, because it ain't a lot of them. And guys is always trying to take your woman, even if you got her. But like she's saying, women, y'all better stop trying to lose them good men, because women is out there hunting for them too.
Possibly ever settling down and starting a family and living happily ever after is becoming something that is a thing of the past. But
yep, because everybody want a lot of stuff. So, you know,
they're also taking a look around and realizing that a lot of those good quality men that they would want to be with are already with other women. And women today,
and it ain't a lot of them. It ain't a lot of them on either side. So if you got one and you playing around on both sides, you better be willing to sacrifice that, because how often are you gonna run into another one?
Are struggling, they're going through a lot. And even if they aren't necessarily struggling in the financial department or in the career department and so on and so forth, they're still struggling from the perspective of being a woman and having certain things to be met in your life. I always let you all know that as women, we need, want, crave, desire stability, love, security, companionship, and to be able to share our life experiences with our life partner. And when we are not able to follow through on that,
and it's the for the men out there too, it's kind of the opposite. I feel like everybody crave different things, and in this day and age, not all women crave everything that she was saying. Like some, like it's everybody's different. Like some do crave that, but that's just a kind of I think just a brand view of it. Like, so, and it's just like with men, not all men crave the same type of woman or want the same type of stuff, because sometimes it just depends on where that person is in their life, I feel like.
Something feels incomplete, something feels off, and a lot of women are experiencing that. And with a lot of women experiencing these different things, they are warning other women out there that if you have a good man, sis, you might want to hold on tight to him, because it's a lot of us out here that are struggling.
You hear? And that go for the men too. If you got a good chick, you might want to hold on to her because there's people out here that's savages.
In that department and would love to be in your shoes. So you might want to play your part right, and you might want to be careful and never slip up, never fumble. Because if you do,
But don't let somebody hold too tight on you either. Don't let somebody hold a grip too tight if they slipping. Like, you gotta, and understand, shit. Don't be afraid to be alone either, in the sense of all that too, because there's other people out here that's willing to be in that spot that person is in too.
I may be that woman that is next in line to take your place.
For the first time in forever, me and all my homegirls are single this summer, and all I gotta say is if you got a good nigga, keep him in the house. Keep him in the house, because when I tell you my girls are outside and they are predators.
Predators.
Jesus. If you love your nigga, keep him in the house, bitch. Keep him in the house.
I'm gonna say this and then I ain't gonna say nothing else. Look here.
Look here.
You are a woman who's got yourself a good man, and you that same woman that's taking that good man for granted. All child.
Both people. I do feel like sometimes women will probably go through. Well, actually, I don't even feel like that. I think it just depends on the person. Some people is a one-strike person. Some people, you do one thing wrong and they done. And some people, you could do a few things. It just depends on how, often you did that thing. But don't take advantage of a good person. They ain't easy to come around.
I mean, you doing everything you think you big and bad enough to do. I mean, you out there carrying on because you know you got his heart. Let me tell you something, baby. I'm going to tell you, don't you make the mistake of getting out of his heart or losing his heart. Because if you do, you ain't getting him back. Ooh. You ain't getting him back. Once a man is done with you, he done with you. It ain't like a woman. See, we allow you to come back. But once a man is done with you, he all the way done. Baby, I'm going to tell you something. If you got yourself
Which that is true. I would probably say 75% of the time it's true. It just depends. It's circumstantial. It depends on, what all is being sacrificed. But it is, I do feel like it is like, that's a, hella truth though too.
good man, you better behave yourself. You out here with your chest stuck out, thinking you got it going on. See, and I'm gonna tell you something. Single women, it's a whole lot of us out here. I mean, it's millions of women out here. Just got it going on. Got their own car, got their own homes, look good, smell good, work hard, do all the things they need to do. Honey, they got it going on. You hear me? Let me tell you something. We don't like y'all. We don't like women who got good men and don't know how to treat them right and take them for granted. We don't like y'all. See, because it's almost to us like wasting food, wasting a real.
Listen, that I feel like that goes for both, both parties. Don't waste no good person. That ain't even right. Like, 'cause it's definitely somebody that'll take, that'll be lovely and that'll love to be in your place.
A good meal. See, that's what it's like to us. And let me tell you something. It's a problem. It's a problem because you are blessed to have yourself somebody that loves you, that wants to be with you, that wants to do things with you, that tells you he loves you, that's by your side, baby. When you got that, let me tell you something. You are blessed. Don't you take that for granted. Don't you take that for granted and be out here carrying on with your chest stuck out because you know you got his heart. I can promise you, you ever lose his heart, you in trouble. Because you will never get back in his heart again, huh? And it'll be some wonderful woman out here just
looking to take that spot. So you better be prepared. You better be on your game.
For herself, a good man like the one you take it for granted. And I'm gonna tell you something, she gonna get him. And when she get him, she gonna treat him right. And he ain't never gonna look your way. You understand me? So if you got a good one, I'm telling you right now, behave yourself. Behave yourself. Thank God. I ain't saying that as long as you a good woman too, hey, all that's good. All that's then. I ain't talking to you. But if you that little thing out here that's showing off, halfway giving them loving and divvying your loving out to them, and this, that, and the other, halfway giving them the attention, halfway cleaning the house, halfway fixing food, and I ain't saying that that's just a woman's job. I'm just saying if you are not being a partner, I know, I'm going to tell you right now, I know somebody who will.
That's the key. And that's for, that's for everybody. Don't just,
I know some women out here who will, so get your act together. I'm going to tell you something, because you are blessed if you got a man that loves you and is good to you. You understand me? Have an amazing day.
She say have an amazing
Scale your
day.
marketing with Base 44
Amazing
Super
day.
Agents.
No setup time.
Well, there's more. But Auntie right here, she was cooking. All right, she was dropping bars, gems, and jewels. I want you all right now to drop the 100 emojis or the fire emojis or a combo in the chat right now if you yourself agreed with what she had to say. And me personally, I absolutely did. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the 100s and the fire emojis in the chat right now because she was cooking with hot grease. Now, something that I do want to highlight about what she said that really stuck out to me was the fact that she mentioned when a good man is gone and done, he's done and gone forever. Not only is he gone and done forever.
Yeah, but it's definitely about, you know, being a good partner, you know, at the end of the day. Like, and that's for, you know, and that's for both sides. You got to be a good partner to the next person, understanding what that means. It can mean a lot of different things. Just, you know, understand how to play your role, understanding how to communicate your role, and, you know, do what you got to do.
Because he has given you grace. He has given you all of his love, admiration, attention, affection, help. And you completely destroyed that. You completely took advantage of that and took him for granted. But he may also never return back to you because, like she said, these other single women out here, they know what it's like to struggle. They know what it's like to.
There's so many of them that didn't had something that was real good and regret it because they want to play their games, and now they living life and seeing how it is without that person. Like, oh geez, I ain't even know. Yeah, you did. You just took advantage of it. You thought you can play both roles. You thought you could have both of them. No, bro, it don't work like that.
How to fend for yourself by yourself, not have any help, not have any companionship, not have any love and support. And so
you just got somebody that just want that command, you know, just want that one thing and done with you.
Like piranhas waiting in the water for you to mess up so they can come in, eat you alive, take you away, and steal your man from you. And he may not return back to you for the mere fact alone that she's going to appreciate him and respect him and honor him more and cherish him more because she was able to live and experience the life of not having that. So when you are finally able to be quote unquote blessed enough, right, fortunate enough, lucky enough to.
And then understand what that is too, though. You know, sometimes I ain't gonna say tell people to lower their standards, but you know, understand what that is, and you know, your standards is your standards sometimes. But if you want to stay the way that you is, or if you want to stay in that situation, that's a lot of times why people, you know, be single sometimes, because they be, you know, above the above, and they don't want to build with somebody. They just want to have a person when they're already at the top, and then wonder why you can't find that person, like, because they already at the top, you know. A lot of them are, that pool is even smaller. Like sometimes, you know, you gotta catch somebody that's, you know, at your level. Like a lot of times they don't even want people at their level. They want people that's way above them, and then wondering why it go the way it go. Wondering why you gotta be treated the way you getting treated. So that's kind of where I'm gonna kind of end this one at. Let me know, drop below if you guys got some good spouses, good partners out there, men or women. Drop below if you got, you know, good partners, and let us know. And let us know if you ever lost one. If you know, if you ever made a mistake and like, geez, you know, I slipped up. And let us know how you feel about this. Like, share, subscribe, and I appreciate you guys for watching. What next clip we gonna watch? Wait, man. DoorDash. Oh.
Have the men given up? I'm serious. They just
have men given up? Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below what you think about this.
like stopped. They don't want to have sex anymore. They don't want to go on dates with women.
Well, I don't think that's true. They definitely want to do that.
They just want to hang out with their boys. Like, look, I get it. Men want to hang out with men. They want to do their thing. They don't want to care about women drama anymore. I don't know. Maybe someone can explain to me what's going on, because
I don't even think that's the case. It just depends on what type of person you is. It depends on you know, what you doing and how you doing it.
As long as men are not approaching women, they are going to be single. And
Well, and you know, you know, some women are getting, you know, you know, like they turning a lot of men down too. So that's kind of the approach too, and it just depends on, you know, where you at and how you do it.
women are having a great time. From what I've seen, single women are having a great time. Yes, maybe they want boyfriends, they want to hook up, but single women are having a great time. The single men, I don't know, not so much. What do you think?
A lot of women are.
I disagree. I think both of them are having a great time, and I feel like that's probably the issue within it. I think both parties are having a really good time, and that's just how it go. Men just, you know, it's not even, you know, people scared to do it. They just you know, I feel like both parties having a real good time, but that's just if you wanna do that. And a lot of times people, I think both, and two, I think both parties are in the grind. It's a lot to pursue out here, and we all get caught up in, you know, our dreams and stuff like that, and not even think about the other side. And, you know, the single life sales, you know, it's something that a lot of people feel like it's
Scrambling for options, because what happened was over the past 5 years.
And people don't, they looking for perfect, and perfect don't exist. This person gotta, you know, meet all your everything, and that don't exist. You can't, if you looking for that, good luck.
They had their pick of the litter, but the problem was that they rejected every single guy that was into them. Or
right there, they want the guy that they want, that don't want them. So then they try it with that guy, he get what he want, and now, you know, he don't want them. But the guy that want them, he can't get them.
Eventually, they just didn't want a relationship with those guys anymore because they got bored, or they thought the grass was greener elsewhere. Well, here's why that's really bad right now. Well, you fast forward 5 years, and a lot of them slowly figure out that they don't look the same at 30 as they did at 25.
Yep. And you still get your competition. Now you got somebody that's your competition that's still 25 to 30. And you 30, 35, 40, which I don't agree with that, but that's whatever they want to, you know, do. I don't get into people's personal decisions on what they do.
Okay, those wrinkles start to set in, things change. Well, over that 5-year span, what most of these guys did to overcome that heartbreak was a lot of them self-improved.
What if instead of designing thumbnails, you could...
Yeah, a lot of them gotten that bad. And that's really what I feel like it's coming down to. You know, a lot of people sacrificing all of that, get deep in that bag.
Coming into their prime. So that means they're making more money than ever. They're more ripped than they were before. They have more swag than they had before. They have more charisma than they had before, and they're way more desirable. Well, now what happens is a lot of the women are sitting there going, whoa, what did I do? I passed up on every single option. And now what you're seeing is relationships are just not formed at all. Women can feel it, okay? Men have completely given up. Men don't approach anymore. Men don't even talk to them. And what I can tell you is the more you start to basically, like, as a dude, the more you basically live.
Yeah, you ain't got to. They gonna start doing it. The more you know, the more you fix yourself, the more that you can offer, they gonna throw it at you at that point. And that's really the issue. Like, they only want them, you know, they don't want to go on the grind with him. He ain't good enough. Nah, I don't want him.
Like a woman, prioritize self-care. We're gonna stand tonight and focus on ourselves.
But they gotta turn up, you know. That's why the last clip, she felt like, oh, you know, I see women are having fun, and, you know, men are not. Shit, you know, you don't think we having fun. We improving ourselves. We ain't worried about going out with our girls every night. What, you know, in that case of it, we ain't worried about people seeing it. We worried about getting to the, you know, to everybody's definition of the top, because the top is not even achievable.
The more you do that, the more all of your attention goes to you, the more attractive you become. So what you're going to notice is about to happen within the next 5 years is women are going to have to start to approach men.
It's already happening more than you ever can believe. The first woman she asked
way more
That's a question. You said, do men want to be single? I think the better question is, are men lonely? There's a lot of men that may be alone a lot of the time, but it doesn't mean that they're lonely. And they can get companionship, and it doesn't mean that they don't even have situationships when they want it. They have access, but that don't mean that they utilize it. Some guys is just not even interested because they spending more time focusing on their purpose than they are.
Right there. Right there. Spending all the time focusing on our purpose. What else is it? You know, because after you kind of find that, everything comes to you easy picking at that point. Like, it comes to you super fast.
Focusing on women, and that's just like that is just an explosion moment for women for whatever reason. And I will tell you that
it's really a distraction. It's our biggest distraction.
It unlocked a lot of things for a lot of guys that I see having a conversation about it. And a lot of winners don't even care about what women think anymore, right? It used to be marketed to guys that you had to spend your time chasing a woman, trying to make.
And do you know how much time you gotta spend on a woman? Like, to be honest, like, you gotta spend a whole lot of time to do all that. What?
Why you look like that?
Go out.
Why you got such a big nose?
Journey, get out.
Mama told me to do this.
Yeah, you gotta spend so much time trying to pursue that and put all that time in. You can put all that time in somewhere else.
Get your wife, and then once you make her your wife, you got to make sure you try to keep her. You got to do all of these things instead of focusing on anything that's regarding you. And now we live in a technological era.
Yeah, and now you selfish because when you're trying to focus on what you're trying to do, you ain't got time to do that. You can be more successful by yourself, to be honest, because that's all you can focus on. That's all you got to focus on, and you can 10x way quicker.
Where we've made life easier and we've civilized the world, and we even got AI robots that are coming. And yes, AI robots are definitely coming. We've civilized the world to where you don't necessarily need to do anything as far as coming together to make sure that y'all can survive together, right? Once your kids are old enough, and I see a lot of guys and women that are choosing not to have children anymore, and they just living their best life.
Yeah, which is which I feel like is crazy, but I do understand, but which is crazy. It just all depends, where I'm at in life. I've understood this. I don't need as much as I thought I needed. It's all about simplifying. And he kind of talked about it too. When he went broke, he said he had to, he basically simplified a lot of stuff and, live, a real modest life for a long time. And then, slowly but surely start, doing that. But that's really what it's about. Like, because when you do that, that adds up to another expense, that add up to another person you gotta, care about. And when it's solo, and you can really get that grind and be it over with. That's why I try to preach to a lot of people, like, get it out the way. Like, when the younger the better, the 18 to 20, the 18 to 30, like, that's the time you should be putting all the work in. That's the time I wish I'd have put all my work in.
Because they don't even want to bring children into this demonic world anymore. When you start to consider all of those factors, right, and you start to think about the future of America and the future of people, and even outside of America, how people are moving and stuff like that, you start to realize that, wait a minute.
Seriously, but I don't really fear that at the end of the day, because they're gonna be their own people and they're gonna do what they want, and it's really the most beautifulest thing you can do. The greatest thing you can do is the most unselfish act there is, to me. Like, everybody, choices and priorities are different. Everybody feel different on how they want to do things. Let's skip that. My bad.
What I thought it was, it's not playing out the way that people have planned it. This is not the same time and the same way that it was before, and so you got to be a little bit more careful. Now, you're going to see a lot of women that are...
You definitely got to be a little bit more careful. Everybody got to be a little bit. You got to be selective. Like, you got to be real selective on who you want to spend your time with and value that.
And they're going to say stuff like, man, because women are having a good time or whatever. So why are y'all concerned about what men are doing then? If it's such a great time, right? Because I don't en masse see guys saying, oh man, what are the women gonna do? No, they respond to women that then say that they want a relationship but can't find what they're looking for. Or they respond and answer the questions, because I see guys in chats, I see guys in the comments, I see guys do a response video sometimes. They're responding to the circumstances that they see with people. But it does not mean that they are changing their lifestyle to fit what you have going on. And I don't believe in mass that women are just having a good time by themselves. I don't. I think that women are getting.
No, they definitely not. They got some, people that they messing with, and they ain't, both parties don't want to be serious.
Pregnant single mothers more often than not. I think that women are aggravated about their circumstances. I think as they get older, or as their circumstances change, right? They need things done, stuff start to break down. They realize that they can't handle a house by themselves. It's a lot that goes into that. And so companionship, real companionship, is really at a premium nowadays. And
yep. Seriously though. Seriously, that's why you gotta value it when it do come around. Like, you can't waste it.
I'm not even sure that we're gonna see as many weddings and wedding ceremonies as we used to see them, because people are not tripping about that anymore. They're not making that a big deal. They're not making that the priority for what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? So he's absolutely right. I think that more guys are more focused on being the best version of themselves for themselves, and they're not prioritizing. Like, they're not saying that, no, I will never get into a relationship, or no, I will never get married. But what they
the right person come across, then you definitely gonna handle your business. But on the wedding side of things, it's that's person to person.
They are saying is, I'm going to prioritize what makes the most sense for me instead of them, because I'm not getting the return and it's not as valuable as I thought it once was.
Or they won't have options. Women are probably going to have to start to actually pursue men, okay? Because all the guys that pursued them, they didn't want any of them. So the game is changing, and women can feel it.
I got a question for the fellas, because I'm trying to understand the dynamic now and how all this got misconstrued. Why is it that men nowadays, when it comes to dating, they don't believe in pursuing a woman, aka chasing a woman? What is the big issue with a man?
It's not the issue. You turning the ones down that are chasing you, or you're not putting yourself in the circumstances where you can be chased. That's really where it kind of comes down to. And at the end of the day, you gotta put yourself out there too sometimes.
And pursuing a woman, I don't just
act like you can be pursued and still throw a card out. Like, you just throw the card out there. Don't just act like, oh, he gotta do everything. Like, stop making it completely on him.
mean you making the first move. I mean, like, you actively pursuing this woman, calling her, texting her, planning dates. Why is it?
I understand people are busy, especially like I just said, through that 18 through that 30. Like, that grinding right in that time can change his life forever. So you gotta be, make yourself notice.
Now we're in this day and age where men are
Because
like,
I know if I was in the age range, and even like right now, I wouldn't, like, I'd be, but I got kids, so it's kind of different. So I can't always be stuck in the grind, but besides that, it'll be the grind.
oh, you could call me. Oh, I was waiting on you to call me. I was waiting on you to text me. I was waiting on you to make the first move. For what? Criticize me all y'all want, but I am an old-fashioned girly. I was raised by my grandmothers. I believe in the old school ways and how things are supposed to go. If you that type of man where you think you are the prize.
But you hearing what you're saying, like, you believe in the old school ways and we in the new age. You saying you the prize. Nobody's the prize. We both equal. Like, that's where I feel like people kind of, miscrew this, that, like, we, both parties want to be better than the other party, the prize. Like, both people want to be the prize, and that ain't even the case. Both of y'all are the prize. Like, Nobody's bigger than the other one. Y'all both do equal parts. Make yourself known that you want to be pursued.
Honestly, this video ain't for you because I believe that women are the prize because we're the ones that get chose. We're the ones that get picked. When a man findeth a wife, a man findeth a good thing. And I'm not even the type of woman to sit up here and think that I'm equal to a man. I think that a man is most definitely above me. My husband is for sure above me. Your heavenly father, your husband, everything else immediately after that. I'm not the one to sit up here and try to say I'm equal to a man.
We are equal. We all do different things. Like, we all do different things. So that's where I feel like I don't feel like nobody is above nobody. We are human. Because we can't, as a man, we can't do the biggest thing on earth. Without women, it wouldn't be us. We wouldn't be able to have kids. We wouldn't be here. So what bigger thing is giving life? Like, what other bigger thing in this world is bigger than giving life? Being able to carry your child, like, that's huge. So,
and we on the same? No, we not. A man is above me. My husband is above me. So let's get that clear and out the way. Boom. My biggest issue that I have in my dating life is men are so lazy. I was waiting on you to call me. I was waiting on you to text me. No, sir. You asked me for my number. I gave it to you. It's up to you to call me, check on me, see how I'm doing. You're trying to get me. This
stop being stuck in these old ways. That's why you single.
Thing. I don't ever make the first move on a man. I let men come get me. You want me? Come get me. If a man really wants you, he's going to come get you. It's not nothing extra I gotta do. It's not, no. If you want me,
it's not necessarily true. You gotta understand you got competition. We all got competition. Make yourself known. You ain't gotta blow him up all day, every day, but make yourself known. Understand if this person is super, super busy, if his day is crazy, sometimes he's going to forget. And then if you're not making yourself known just a little bit, just put some little sprinkles in there. Or just, if you want somebody to be your partner, start to act like in the beginning where y'all can start doing some partner stuff. You don't have to be a complete partner 50-50, but it's ways to start doing partner stuff. You're
going to come get me. And the lesson that I learned in my previous relationships was never let a man tell you he don't want you more than once. So when I give you my number and you don't call me or you do all that, that's basically telling me you don't want me. Y'all have no problem pursuing your education. You have no problem pursuing your career. You have no problem pursuing your goals. A house when you want a house, a car. So why is it y'all have an issue with pursuing a woman, a marriage? Because y'all are the ones that pick us for marriage. We don't pick y'all. Y'all get on one knee. This is why I don't date now. I haven't been on a date in a year. And that is exactly why. It's because I'm so sick of men. Oh, I was waiting on you to call me. Well, you're going to be waiting until you dead. If you pay attention to like older couples that have like years in, yeah, she didn't really like me at first. And she used to curve me and then I finally got her.
That ain't true.
Like, what happened to that? Y'all don't even want the pursuit of a good woman anymore. I know I'm a good woman. Hell, I got a good...
You don't know if you're a good woman. Clearly you're not, because you would have been picked up already. But I ain't going to say that just on this, but you just too stuck in the old ways. You're too stuck in your way or the highway. And it's, to be in a relationship, you got to compromise. And you got to figure out where that person is at. So you waiting on somebody to fully pursue you, and you got other people that's pursuing them, that's making themselves known, that's putting themselves out there just a little bit to know, just sprinkling it on there. They just, understand what's going on in his life.
Career. I have ambition, I have goals, I have drive, I have things going for myself. I know how to treat a man when I have one. So what is the big issue with pursuing a good woman?
Nah, I think them days is over. If a woman wants a great man, then she gonna have to shoot her shot. She gonna have to make herself available.
Right there.
I even
right
believe
there.
To the point to where she gotta like you more than you like her in order for the relationship to work. And that's just the way that it is. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. I don't agree with nothing what she's saying. Let me know, because everything changed, right? Y'all, first of all, you broke it down and you said it's harassment and, it's just so much wrong. And y'all created this environment that y'all have to exist in. But now you want to complain about the environment that you've created that you have to exist in.
That's so hilarious, but that's so true. Like it's so much true to that. It is what's created. Because if the wrong guy hollering at you, like he's saying, it's harassment. If the right guy, oh no, it's not harassment. If the wrong guy saying something, it's harassment. The wrong guy texting you and calling you, because it is somebody texting and calling you that you don't want. You just don't want him. You want this other guy to do that. You got to make yourself known. I ain't telling you got to fully pursue him and fully do that. Like, you just got to make yourself known and understand what's going on in that person's life. If that person is busy and got a bunch of stuff going on, make yourself known, or you ain't going to be known. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below what y'all think about this topic. I don't disagree with everything she say, but I just believe, partnerships start earlier. I think partnership starts as soon as everything start. I think it's the first step. Even if you're not, I ain't saying go fully on a partnership, but you can start by adjusting to that person and, seeing how you can benefit each other's lives and seeing what you can do and seeing what he can do. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what y'all think. Black women has no class anymore. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below what y'all think about this topic.
Let's talk about the new generation of women. You guys are disgusting.
Well, first of all, I want to say too, they acting like the old generation wasn't just as disgusting. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all acting like that ain't the case. And that's just some. And it's always going to be some that's going to be like that. And y'all created this. You're the reason why.
And that's for real. Now, I'm not talking about all women, okay? Let me say that. But a very big majority of you all are such low.
And I disagree with that.
Level, are such low class, classless, disgusting, embarrassing. You guys are.
I just don't like people acting like the stuff that's happening now is new. All it is a new level of all it is. The only difference is y'all was doing the same stuff. Y'all just didn't have the same opportunities that they had. Like, that's what I feel like. I just feel like y'all was doing the same exact stuff. Y'all just didn't have the same exact opportunities that they had. Social media just wasn't what it was, but you guys are doing the same exact stuff, and maybe worse, and maybe whatever it is, but you can't judge what they're doing on something where you guys don't even know and understand what they're going through because you didn't have the same opportunities that they had.
Are disgusting. And then you get mad when people are not clapping for the ignorance. You guys are shameful. And because of your disgusting low-class behavior, Black women are at the bottom.
And they not. They not at all. They definitely not at the bottom. 0%. Nobody's at the bottom. Everybody's at the same point. It's people that love Black women and will always love them. And they're at the, nobody's at nobody top of the list. When you start to do that, then you start to treating people like gods, and that's kind of a lot to do. Like, everybody got people that's like this. It ain't just Black women, I feel like.
People look at us as a science project. They don't understand us at all. The mindset, the way we carry ourselves, the things that we celebrate. It's so bad that men do not even want to commit to you guys. They don't want to be in a relationship with you. They just put you guys.
She dogging. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really be liking when, because I don't even think that's the case. That's what it's. The thing is, this is what everybody is. It's different levels of it, but this is not just a Black woman thing. Like, It's not just a a one race type of thing. It's all of us. We're all in the pool together because it's all people that acts like this. We just glorify and point to this,
Guys
but
in
they ain't by themselves.
situationships pump you up with a baby, and there you go, another single mama. And then you guys want to celebrate that like that is.
Yeah, no, that's true. But that's why I say too, you definitely gotta pick who you with. You can't just be. But the thing is, none of this is new, bro. Stop with her. Stop acting like this is new. This was happening during her generation. A lot too. Ain't none of this new.
Something so big and something so.
But this ain't just in a black race too. This is in other races for sure.
We're supposed to admire that. There is nothing admirable about that. Okay? You guys are a reflection of bad parenting, a reflection of.
That ain't true either. Because you can have good parents and do it. Just some people just be people, man. Some people just be making mistakes, but at the end of the day, some people be peopling, some people be drinking and be satisfied with where they at in life. Drinking, smoking, and drugged out. And that's what happens.
No parents, a reflection of fatherless behavior. That's what you guys look like.
This is crazy because I never thought that I'd see the day that I'd really see women getting active. And I'm starting to see a lot of women get active and holding the culture accountable. Now, like she said, this is not applicable to all women or all black.
It's not. It's just, I don't like when it's being said like that, but it's some truth to it.
Black women at all, because there are some phenomenal ones. I know some personally. It's some that work for me. It's some that work with me. It's some that I'm associated with just on some friendship type stuff. But as far as the culture, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like I don't even think it's just black women. I've seen so many.
Right there. That's the thing I want people to stop doing. Stop just trying to blame it directly on that, because you're the problem. You're the problem. Like, you're the problem when you're trying to just blame it directly on that. It's just low level people that's what they do. And maybe they just in the time of their life that's where it's at, and mistakes, and they just stay in that point. Some of them get better and do better, and some, and it really just come down to some people got to understand, it's the bad part of being in this situation and selling yourself for likes and all of that stuff, and it necessarily don't even be that too. It be involved in the drugs and the smoking and around them people that's like that.
Degenerate women across the board, Asian women, white women.
Yeah.
I've seen so many toxic white women, but I will say that it hurts my heart when I see the way that these women are carrying themselves, specifically black women out here in the culture, and nothing is.
And I'm guessing they just want to be, hard on them because, we all black and we just want to say that. But I do want to be like, hey, it is definitely not just them. It's more than that. Let's not just.
It's more visible than what we just seen on spring break. Both.
But it's, the world, we just in a new age. And the thing is, a lot of this the problem is a lot of it come from because that's what sells. Drama sells. The internet it sells very well. So they trying to sell. So they gotta show their body. They gotta be this person and act up to these standards and put themselves in these situations and be around these people, and because that's what sells.
In two different places, Daytona Beach, because Miami kicked everybody out, and Houston, especially the Houston rodeo. It was such an embarrassment. It wasn't just an embarrassment for women in general. It was an embarrassment for the culture, because you know that they got that behavior from their parents or the lack of parenting in general. It was just bad across the board.
Exactly. So don't act like it's, just new. It ain't new. It came from the people before them and before them. So this ain't new. This was happening then. The difference is the world didn't, it ain't on a spotlight. They couldn't see it how they see it now. That's the only difference between now and but two people gotta understand this is the age we in. Nobody ever been in this age to where they get monetized off of the videos that they making, and they get monetized, and what huge industry is the naughty industry. Like that industry is huge, and it sells for social media. So them looking the way they looking, them doing what they doing, and what gets them like that, the drugs, and then that gets them, and it's it is what it is. Unfortunately, you go on Instagram and you know what you see on Instagram, and that's what sells. So they try to up. They like, oh, how I'm gonna up this person. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Comment below what y'all think about this topic, and we gonna just go from there with it. What's next?
When it comes to the job market in LA or California, there's a huge discrimination issue going on with Black Americans. Employers are not willing to hire Black Americans even if they are qualified. Even if
this topic right here, honestly, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. This topic, it always come down to how I always feel. We gonna watch the whole thing and watch both of them talk. But I feel like it always come down to this one thing. People are more comfortable with their people that they grew up and seen all the time. And if you're not that, you're gonna have to start from the bottom and show your worth. And then in this day and age, it ain't even that Black people not getting hired. Nobody's getting hired, just because we're in a day and age where technology is taking over. They need less and less people, and then it just come down to people is hard to
they're overly qualified, they're still not willing to hire them. There's a hidden agenda at play here. And it's been going on for quite some time.
I don't even think that's the case. It just come down to you making more money with less people. Like at the end of the day. And then the first, it comes down to people are more comfortable with they people. So if the corporations are owned by a certain race or a certain people, that's who they gonna hire first, because they gonna hire their family, because that's who they've been around with their whole life.
That organizations started to pick this up and investigate it. There's an organization in Los Angeles called the Los Angeles Black Worker Center, where they're currently investigating the discrimination that Black Americans are facing in the job industry in Los Angeles. But they're also providing resources and access to better wages and opportunities.
And the thing about today and where we at now, you got to figure out how to really get it without having to depend on people, because at some point we're getting to a point where every business is going to try to depend on people less and less, because people is undependable, people is emotional, people get tired, people feel like this, people feel like that, even if it's your people. Like, it's too much stuff. It's too many personal issues. With technology, it's nothing personal. They only do what they're designed to do. So every business is
We've seen an increase
to where how can I get technology to take over more and more?
of employers only wanting to hire people from the Hispanic community. And there's nothing wrong with that because people have to work and provide for their family, but they're not doing it for the right reasons. They're doing it with the intention to control, because when it comes to fighting for injustices or speaking up about certain things, they feel like the Hispanic community is not going to speak up because they're normally quiet. And like we know, when it comes to fighting for injustices or speaking up, Black Americans are always on the forefront fighting for change. Black Americans are always the ones speaking up for everybody, fighting for change. But they feel like,
I thought Pilates was
It's
easy.
I don't, everybody got their own opinion. I'm not in Cali, so I don't know but
it's easier to control.
it just comes down to, where you working at and what you're doing. And it just, like I say, it just comes down to people just comfortable with they people. I don't even think it's Hispanics, like, it's not that because they quiet. It depends on what job you trying to take.
Because some of the times they're undocumented, so they won't cause any problems. They can pay them less. They can mistreat them, disrespect them all they want. They're not going to cause any problems. And that's another issue at play. The other issue is that other people of color are not willing to speak up for Black Americans whatsoever. The only time they speak up to help.
And I don't think that's the case either. People of color are always speaking up. She just said that. She literally just said it. She like, that's the reason why they're not hiring us, because we speaking up too much. We ain't taking the BS. And it got a lot to do with a lot of things. It just, people's standards are higher and people are cheaper. And like I say, technology is affecting. And that's what you're not really taking into effect.
Help Black Americans is when they see Black Americans have an advantage that they don't have. Take affirmative action, for example. When they believed that Black Americans were getting into Ivy League students based off affirmative action, when that really wasn't the case. The only time that other people of color speak up is when they see Black Americans have an advantage that they don't have.
Now, this video is starting to go viral again because I guess she reposted it. You guys always know I like to give credit to the content creator, so that'll be down in the description. But she's saying that over in California, specifically in the Los Angeles area, and there's been a rash of other people that have been copycatting and giving their experiences of what they think is happening in the workplace. She's saying that they're specifically targeting Black people and African Americans in the Los Angeles area as far as not hiring them because of racist practices.
And two, let me know, man. Let me know if this is happening in the comments below. Let us know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happening down there. So,
and because they are more likely to cause a ruckus on something that's wrong within the workplace that they identify. I will tell you, whether you are in Florida or even California, that because they've let a lot of illegals come into that area, you have to be bilingual to serve the majority of the customers that go into these businesses.
Yeah, then a lot of Black people, we are definitely not bilingual, but I don't know how it is in Cali, so.
What does that mean? That means that it's much bigger as far as what California has become, because California has become, like, even if you go into the bank, right? I went into the bank in San Diego, and I told y'all this on the Millionaire Morning Show. And because of the area that I was in, they had it in both English, and then they had a smaller portion where it was in Chinese, it was in Mandarin, right? And the reason that is because I looked around, and the majority of the customers that were in the bank, in that specific bank, were Asian, specifically Chinese. So I also looked at the tellers, and even the tellers that were white were able to speak both Chinese and English.
Yep, you got to understand where you at. I think a lot of, with stuff like this, you got to understand where you at. You being in certain areas and certain places where they need certain stuff, you better step your game up. You just can't be regular. You got to be in areas. That's why I say that, be where you got us, where it's an even playing field for you. Now, if you're in places where it ain't an even playing field, it's going to be hard for you to find a job, because you're going to have people that's above you, and it's an advantage for them. But go to places where it's an even playing field, where, you know, if you black, you need to go to places, I ain't gonna say unfortunately, but where black and white people is at, because all we speak is English. So, you know, you got to go to an even playing field. And really, if you black, so you need to go where more blacks at, because it's an even playing field. You're going to have a chance where people that own the businesses, that own the places, because I'm a true believer of people are more comfortable with the people that they kind of grew up around. It's human nature. Like, if you grew up your whole life 18, 19 years with all of these type of people, it's going to be an instant reaction that you're going to be a little bit more comfortable with this person and this person that looks like you. Oh, this person look like my mama. Oh, this person look like my sister. Oh, this person act and sound like my sister. Over this person that I don't even understand this, you know, their culture, or I don't even understand why and how she talk like that.
Now, what does that mean? That means that there's a ton of people that came over here illegally and legally, whether they became legalized citizens later, because again, you got to remember, this was 2 years ago that she recorded this video and put it out, right? And so when you go into certain areas, if the majority of the people don't speak English, then that means that in order for you to serve them effectively as a business person, as a capitalist, it is more likely you're more likely to hire somebody that is bilingual. And that goes down to Florida also. If you go down to South Florida, Miami, right? You're going to find a ton of people that speak Spanish, right? Cubans, it's Haitians, it's a lot of people that's down there in Miami that don't primarily even speak English at all. Now, our laws in the U.S. has allowed for them to be able to exist, but again, there's bigger things at play. So is she correct? To an extent, yes. I don't think it has anything to do with discrimination against black people per se. Is there racism that still exists in the United States? It's racism that exists across the whole world. But my point is, I would rather think that it would be more or less likely that you are not as effective as a customer service or somebody that would serve that customer.
That's what I'm saying. You got to go to places where it's an even playing field.
Base than it is about the hue of your skin. Let's continue and see what else they got to say.
Otherwise, they are silent. It also seems like there's an issue to keep Black Americans at entry-level positions as well, and to bully them so they have a harder time moving up in the ranks. Platforms like Indeed and LinkedIn need to do a better job at regulating if these companies are really hiring or not, because what these companies are doing are they're using LinkedIn and Indeed as a social media tool. They're posting that they're hiring and doing...
Well, LinkedIn, it is a social media pool. And, you know, it is. They're hiring, but, you know, and that's, them sites you can't really believe, you know, everything that them sites make money off of keeping you on there and making you fill out them apps and stuff like that.
All these paying for the promo, but it's really a marketing tool when they're really not hiring.
Yeah,
it seems
it's the website. That's the one thing you forgetting, like them, especially Indeed, like that's a whole job search site. If they don't got nobody putting job stuff on there, then they wouldn't have no business. So they got to make sure that it look like a bunch of it could be old stuff where they already hired the position, but they gonna make sure they want to keep it on there.
Like LA or California is trying to push Black Americans out, and they're starting with the job industry.
Ain't it interesting that they're talking about California and Los Angeles pushing people out, and this is the most liberal hellhole? Not the most.
Well, because they expensive.
The biggest liberal hellhole. You can also point to Portland. You can also point to Seattle. You can also point to New York. All of this. All of these blue cities. But this is the most diverse liberal hellhole. Largest diverse liberal hellhole that you can go into.
As a Black woman in Arizona, I'm really happy that a lot of people are talking about the racism when it comes to jobs and how most of these jobs you really do have to be Hispanic, and a lot of people be thinking
because y'all are going to a Hispanic area. Like, understand what area you're in. If you in an area that only speak English, you at least on the same playing field. You don't have to worry about them even considering people that speak Spanish. That ain't even a thought, because they got 1% Spanish-based customers.
That racism doesn't involve in black and brown communities. Yes, it does. There is a lot of racism that black people face here in Arizona, especially black women. Like, half of these jobs, y'all probably don't even know. Half of these jobs you can't even apply to if you're not even bilingual.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but
Y'all answering your own questions, to be honest. Like, y'all literally answering your own question. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The Mexicans.
Wow, she could be really pretty if she removed that bullnose ring.
Your family's financial security shouldn't depend.
She answered her own questions, talking about they're not hiring. Like, you need to move to a different area.
Shit, we could honestly group Mexicans with Latinos, because Mexicans predominantly live here in California. Are just as racist, if not more racist, as the people in the South, as white people in the South. Let me explain. So they're not like outwardly racist where they're gonna call you a, but actually some of them do that. But they're like covertly racist, where they'll do special things for each other and then they'll make it hard for black people.
Well, unfortunately, and I always say it, people are more comfortable with their people. Of course, if your mama or sister come in this place, you're possibly going to do something a little bit extra if you can. Of course. And that's just, it's unfortunately, that's not racist. That's just, I know this person. I'm a little bit more comfortable with this person. Of course I'm going to do a little bit. Just a little bit. That's why you got to go where your people at. People don't like to be where their people at, but you got to find a place where your people at so you can get some special treatment too.
Especially in the workforce. So you'll have like a predominantly Latino, actually Mexican, supervisors, managers, and they'll do special treatments for your Latino coworkers, but for my black ass, it's like, oh no, I gotta work 10 times as hard. And it's just fucking sad, and I'm fucking over it. And when people ask me or be like, you know, how is it being from California? It's the ghetto. It's the ghetto. And it's interesting to me because, like, Latinos didn't just get this way. They've been this way. Like, y'all are shocked that...
It's messed up, but you gotta work where your people is at, because they just more comfortable with them. And it may even feel like they're doing something more special, but they're just more comfortable with each other. Like, that's just, and they just they just know how to get under that person's skin a little bit to make them just a little bit more comfortable.
This man is running the country now. Like, no. Latinos, especially, like, I'm not even gonna, Mexicans want to be as close to whiteness as they can. And it's just amazing to me because it's like, even like growing
I definitely don't think that's the case.
up, like me, like growing up, my neighbor who was like 16, 17 years old was shot in the head, nearly motherfucking died by a motherfucking Mexican. Just cause. Granted, he was on drugs, but it's funny to me how racism pure.
Granted, he was on drugs. That's a very big piece to the story. You talking about just cuz. That wasn't no just cuz. That's a street violations. She's just young, so she don't really. I'm gonna give her a pass on because she young.
Oh man, you can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up. You genuinely cannot make this up, bro. It's insane.
Illnesses.
He not even gonna say nothing, bro. He said, "I'm not even about to comment. Like, it ain't even. It ain't even worth my time, bruh.
is, and you know, like, it doesn't matter that you have an addiction. Like, he purposely shot that man in the head, and I'm just.
What do you think what do you think he did? You think he just, and he's around somebody that's doing drugs. He's doing drugs too 9 times. He's doing drugs or he's selling drugs. One or the other. And one of both of them can get you killed.
I want the fuck out. I want the fuck out. But there's like no place in the world that's safe for black people. And then we wonder why suicide exists.
What?
And to be honest, while everybody is feeling bad for them, I'm not feeling bad
There's a lot of places safe for black people, to be honest.
for them. I'm not.
Staying inside, honestly.
I wish I could say I feel bad for Mexicans, and
but that's where she where she from. That's why I keep telling people, like, go where your people at.
This ICE situation, but at the end of the day, like, they treat black people the way ICE is treating them. So sorry to say, we'll never be people.
Yeah, she just got off work. She's frustrated. Circumstances, and that's her opinion and that's her truth.
People of color over here and black people, black Americans and people of color are fucking different. Because the motherfucking people of color, Mexicans, all the rest of them motherfucking brown motherfuckers are racist. They racist as fuck. They weird as fuck. And 0 out of 10 recommend. I'm tired.
Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think inside. I don't have nothing else. Y'all let me know what y'all
He talk about, I don't have nothing else to say, bro. This Antoine is done for that one. He told I got no opinion. But yeah, she young. She going through what she going through. Definitely make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment below. What do y'all think about this topic? And kind of go from there with it. What's next? What is next, people? We did that one. Good jobs in California. This lawyer. Let's see what's going on.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're hurting me!
Bro, how did we get here? That's what I want to know. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below.
Well, that didn't go as planned. Let's back up a bit.
Honestly, if he taking it there, I might be the type of the lawyer I want. He fighting for my freedom.
Huh? This is transgender lawyer Rob Hopkins in Oklahoma. Things in the courtroom are a little testy because Rob...
But judges, bro. They be... Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. I think I said it, but we can say it again. Judges do be, bro. They be on a power trip sometimes.
Rob's client did not show up for court. So let's watch the tension build to a...
Okay, his client didn't show up for court.
Fever pitch.
I don't think there's any need in going forward today. We were back to the issue at hand, which was you asked me to not provide testimony on behalf of my client. You asked me what paragraph it was. I pointed you to the exact paragraph. Stop. It's her education. Stop. Stop because you don't want to hear what the argument is. Stop. You interrupt me one more time. You are being held in the...
You're being held. Hey, he fighting for his client. He's bro. He like, bro, can I go? I'm tired. I haven't had a long day. I don't know if I want to be my lawyer like that.
Direct contempt of court.
I want somebody to fight.
And yes, you can wipe that smirk off. I don't have a smirk on my face. Oh, yes, you do. I do not.
Judges be, bro, they be on 10 sometimes. Them judges, bro.
I am not going to tolerate this from you, sir. Yes, ma'am. There was a pause. There was a break. I wasn't done with my argument. And I was not done with my statement. You interrupted again.
Woo. Oh, yeah, he messed up right there. He messed up right there. I know she about to rip into him. Did you see that? He said, so? I don't care. What you was saying wasn't important.
Do not throw your... I did not throw. It fell off the bench. Please stop stating things that are not...
Oh, yeah, he on tip. I don't know if I want him to be my lawyer. His emotions is too high. You need to be calm, bruh. And why did you drop your phone? Like, it ain't no point. His emotions is way
Not
too
true,
high.
ma'am.
Sir, you've got a room full of witnesses.
I do. I put it down. I did. I put it down and it fell down. I did not fall.
Then settle down.
I'm not.
Unless it's another bench thing right here. He just watching, bro. Like, this cool. Let him lose this. Let him lose my case for me.
I'm not upset and I'm not arguing. You're not letting me make an argument. I'm not red in the face, ma'am. I'm not.
Stop. Our court reporter cannot get what we're both saying.
You talking about he not red, bruh? Oh, you red, all right. You about to you got a boiling point. Like, you about to explode.
I am trying to make my
right there, bruh. You can't cut the judge off. You gotta let the judge talk.
My argument. You interrupted my argument halfway through.
This
on
is
an
a panic
objection.
button that will get every available deputy in
Yes,
front of
ma'am. I'm aware. It's happened to me before.
It has.
Yes.
Because you're out of line
Yeah,
with court.
I guess so.
Okay. If I push that
Or maybe
button,
because I'm a transgender attorney practicing all over the state.
I don't know what you are.
You do, ma'am.
Right there. Right there. He tried to throw what he is. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. Just stop. But, and see, I didn't see the whole entire thing. They got history, clearly. And he mad at this point, and now he feel like it's about him being a transgender or whatever. And how do you know she know what you are? Like, how you gonna assume that?
It's not that you do.
So we are pausing this until you get the ADA request form filled out and it gets processed.
So we're going to pause the hearing on jurisdiction that's been set twice. I drove an hour and a half to have the hearing. My client's available telephonically, and we are simply not even taking testimony.
Is your client available telephonically?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, then get her on the phone.
Thank you.
Your Honor, to which we would object. This is as clear as the nose on my face that this woman will not appear before this court because she has a warrant for stealing.
Objection, hearsay. That's not true. And you're ready.
You will find, sir, that
don't
you
come at me and stand me or shout at me.
Like, she's not even handling this. And they just, like, this is a lot of issues with this, I feel like.
I'm not putting it on there. No, we're stopping.
Get out of my face, sir. Get out of my face.
Like, why? Why are you antagonizing him? Like, it ain't even this big of a deal. Like, why would he actually, I thought he was calm for a long time. Why would you antagonize him? When you already, he's at his boiling point. He already about to explode. Why would you antagonize him?
Sir, get out of my face.
You should leave this county.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
These people are my friends, and you're being ugly.
And get out of my face.
Put your hands behind your back.
Why?
Because you're in direct contempt of court.
He shouted at me. No, I'm not being. You did not even say that I was in.
You are in direct.
No, I'm not.
Judge, I apologize, but I felt very threatened by this person. Not the screaming and the yelling in court. I've never even heard that before in this courtroom.
And she didn't, though. Well, she did give him a warning before.
Do not hurt me. Do not hurt me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Do not. Are you throwing me over this?
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Okay. Put your hands behind your back.
I'm definitely resisting a little bit. The definition of resisting.
Stop resisting.
You know exactly what's
Why
happening.
don't you all walk that way so you can...
I can't walk. I'm being thrown down.
Just stop. Settle down. Walk that way.
Settle down. Do not grab me. Do not grab me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're hurting me. You're hurting.
Yeah, he definitely made this way more worse than it needed to be.
Me. You just take me. You just take me.
He got him in a headlock. He should just put his hands behind his back, unfortunately, but a lot of this is not necessary, too, at the same time.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind your back.
I cannot breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't
Yeah, he definitely made this way worse than it needed to be. But I feel like he started shouting at him first. Like, what started the shouting? Hold on. Like, how you gonna... Hold on, let me see.
That this woman will not appear before this court because she has a warrant or stealing her children from another
that's
court.
not true. And you're ready
You will find, sir, that
don't
you
come
can
at me and
stop me
or shout at me.
I'm not putting down.
No, we're stopping. Get out of my face, sir. Get out of my face, sir.
You may step
Get out of my face.
You should leave this county.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
Like, I don't even
my friend, you're being ugly.
Get out of my face.
Here before this court because she has a warrant or stealing her
Objection,
children
you're
from
saying
another
that's
court.
not true. And you're ready
You will find, sir, that
don't
you
come
can
at me and
stop me
or shout at me.
I'm not putting down.
No, we're stopping.
That's crazy. That will happen more in the school would be like...
Somebody call 911.
Someone call
Get a female officer now. Get a female officer now. Get a female officer now. There aren't any. I can't get up. I can't see. He just threw my glasses. I can't see. Give me my glasses. Put them on my face. No. Put them on my face. I cannot see. No. Please give me my glasses. I cannot see. I'm not trying to walk and I cannot see.
That was intense right there. Crazy. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Comment below what y'all think about that. Let me know what's the comments on here? Where are the comments at? We can't even see comments no more. I can't even see the comments. I don't even know how to see the comments no more, but that's cool. Let me know what y'all think about that. Oh yeah. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. How many did we do? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You cannot be driving, ma'am. What are you doing? Come on.
I'm not.
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. She say, I'm not driving, bro. How?
Not driving. I'm a passenger in a car.
You're still not. I'm not hearing cases with people driving or as passengers in cars.
What's she about to say?
Okay, I will pull over right
now.
She say, talk about I will pull over. Shut the front door. She talk about I'm about to pull over, bro. I mean,
coming out to everybody's house and doing these on boats and stuff in the summer. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I have an emergency. I'm going out of town for a family member, but I will have my driver pull over. Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry.
Look at her try to correct it. She's talking about how my driver pull over. Dog, knowing that she in the driver's seat.
I didn't know that I wasn't.
allowed to be in a car, but hang on one second.
Like,
Am I?
bro, it's terrible when you just trying to lie to him like that. Somebody, you see his face.
Crazy, or does it not look like you're driving that car?
I'm not driving the car. I'm a passenger in the car, sir.
What side of the car are you on?
I'm
It's like, well, what side of the car
on the left-hand side.
How would you be on the left-hand side if you're a passenger in the front seat? Am I missing something?
Right-hand side. I'm sorry. I've been sitting in a room. I didn't know.
Yeah, the seatbelt's coming off of the driver's side. Right? You know you're lying to me, right?
No, I'm not, sir.
Never show you the driver. Let me see the driver. Let me see the driver.
Let me see the driver, bro. Duh. I don't even think I gotta let you see the driver, though, technically, but he talking about let me see the driver.
Hang on one second.
Now.
I have to ask their permission.
Now.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're not in the you weren't in the driver's side. You think I'm that stupid? I'm going to go ahead and enter a default judgment. Our paperwork says that they can't drive. Does it not, Jennifer?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I took a breath in and started choking. Well, I missed what you
Does our
said.
paperwork not tell people that they can't be in a car?
I don't know, Your Honor. I'd have to look at it again. I haven't looked at it in a while.
Looking at it does not say that I cannot be in a car.
I'm entering a default judgment. You lied to me. Judgment 1921-85. Send me your counsel and put in there defendant was not available at the time and then was driving a car and telling the court she was not. I'm entering a default judgment. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I signed in at 1:30, sir.
Well, you got an attitude with you, I'll tell you that. You got an attitude. I'm not putting up with your nonsense. Good luck to you.
He talking about I'm not driving, bro.
Asia who?
Outer Bridge.
And why are you so late?
Because I have a paper right here that shows my court started at 1 o'clock, but then when I called, right here, if you can look on this thing right here, it says 1 o'clock.
I don't see 1 o'clock.
Maybe I saw
9 a.m. It looks like I saw 9 a.m.
I had 1 o'clock on one of those papers.
You just showed me a paper, Miss Outerbridge. That
yes,
said
I did.
Right.
Miss So when I called,
no, we can't talk at the same time.
Well, I apologize for being late. Excuse me.
Stop.
You asked me a question. I'm just trying to answer it.
I know. Put whatever you're trying to prepare down.
I'm trying to see my daughter.
Get your coat. You gotta put your properly dressed on. I am
properly dressed. I have on a t-shirt. I am properly dressed.
Is that a robe?
It's the problem, sir. I'm not even doing that. You asked me a question. I'm answering. My daughter is sick. I had to keep her home from school. I'm just trying to feed her. That is it.
Terrible, but you're in court.
Miss Outerbridge, I'm sorry that your daughter
I just need 30 minutes of your time.
is sick. But again, you're in court, okay? And we're going to treat it as such. I asked you.
I'm properly dressed.
No, don't talk while you talk.
I have on clothes. I have on clothes. I have on clothes.
Fine, Miss Outerbridge.
I have on clothes.
What time I can't take you? Well, that was that. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Comment below what y'all think about that. Both of them, they was on tip. That court in house, boy, I tell you that Zoom court ain't no joke. That Zoom court is not no joke. Mm, 2 days. We gotta do that one. What was the first one? Oh, that was that one. Should we listen to that one? We could do it. Skip it. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know how y'all think about this one.
I'm chronically single because I'm chronically unimpressed with men. For years, never having
I don't think that's the case either, though.
a boyfriend used to be like my
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below.
biggest insecurity. I'll be 28 next week, never had a boyfriend. And if you would have told me at 8,
That's crazy. That's crazy. But if that's, if that's what makes you happy and that's your opinion, that's cool.
18, that at 20,
Don't blame it on the men, though. At some point, you got to blame it on yourself. It definitely ain't, it can't be all the men. That's like, some point you gotta.
28, I still would have never had a boyfriend. I probably would have fell to my knees, throwing up, crying, ready to off myself, because I genuinely used to believe that something was wrong with me. I used to genuinely believe in the bottom of my heart, something must be wrong with me if
Something is, to be honest.
all of my peers
But it's not, and it is. You just don't want one, and that's cool.
seem to be dating, seem to be getting boyfriends, having relationships, and now at my age getting engaged. Something must be wrong with me if I'm not doing that, right? And I realized over the last few years
Your standards is high. You're looking for something perfect, and perfect don't exist.
after going out on dates, doing the dating apps, situationships, and guy approaches you at a bar, all the shit, right? Just other than boyfriend, girlfriend. As I've got
Yeah, that's a problem. You even giving a guy approaching you at the bar a chance. You need to be in different environments.
gotten older and done that, I've realized that men don't know how to date. They don't. It's a very small, like 1 out of every 750,000 men know how to date.
So it's the men's problem, right?
Yep.
Just want to make sure that
1
we're
out of 700.
all on the same page and we're level setting here. The reason why she isn't married in a relationship or is in something successful with regard to
She looking for something perfect, and perfect don't exist.
having a companion is because it's all these different men that don't know how to date. You only need one. You only get.
That's all. That's all. And we ain't gonna point no fingers at you. I ain't saying it's 100% your fault, but no fingers is pointing back at you.
You gotta find one person, one out of all 350 million people inside of the United States of America. You gotta find one person.
Know how to plan a date. They know how to talk to women. They know how to approach women. They know how to hold a conversation. Just the most basic, bare minimum things. I feel like bare minimum is still too high of a bar. Like it is just, it's how to be a human in a way. Like they don't know how to do that. And I should not be questioning
No, you too stuck in your own ways. You should always be questioning yourself.
my self-worth over the fact that men fall short in something. You know what I mean? And to be fair, it took me years to come to this conclusion. So I totally get that there are a lot of women and girls out there who still
And it's people that really will fit you, but I can already tell by whatever, what you just said, that they don't qualify for you. It's people that will probably be great for you, but they don't, they're not to your standards. And the people that are to your standards, I'm guessing they didn't, they wasn't right for you.
struggle and are still questioning.
It's about compromise. It's about compromise. You're not about to find a perfect person, and she's looking for perfection.
Questioning themselves and their self-worth and have a lot of self-doubt over this, because it being chronically single at a young age will fuck you up.
Listen. People make this thing to be more complicated than it is, and that's why people are suffering by themselves. And that goes for men and women.
Yeah.
You don't have to have all of this. Hey, I like you. You like me. We're a happy family. We align spiritually. You seem like a halfway decent person and like to treat people right. You got a job, I got a job. Hey man, listen, let's just go out and have fun and make this work. What is the problem out here? Nah.
She watching all them TV shows and them movies and thinking that's how it's supposed to be in reality.
I understand that it's a little bit more complicated than that. Don't want nobody that got a lot of bodies. You don't want nobody that didn't kill nobody. But that's basically it. Why is it that is so hard for people to figure out how to kick it with somebody else that is a decent person, but they gotta have this laundry list of criteria that don't even mean anything when it comes to actually being in a successful marriage? It's like people are dying to be miserable. And also, I never see anybody say, you know what, because I'm off, or it's my fault.
It's never them. It's always the other person. It's always everybody else.
Or I don't know how to communicate.
And the thing is, at the end of the day, it's always, it's always us. That's really where it comes down to. Like, everybody always got something that they can improve on and be better at. Like,
or I talk too much, or my mouth is too big, or maybe
you gotta find somebody that's, able to deal with that. And that's what she don't understand, because she feel like, she's perfect.
It's the way that I come off, or I have a bad attitude, or whatever. I don't know what it is, right? I'm just naming things off the top of my head because that's not applicable to this person, because I haven't seen this person in the wild, but I'm using her talking points to illustrate something bigger, that humans are becoming more disconnected because we have our own issues within ourselves, and then we are expecting somebody else to meet a standard or an expectation that we don't even require, like that we don't even qualify for. Why is it
right there?
It's difficult for people to be with people. I can get along.
It definitely should not be. They're making it more complicated than it need to be. It's these, it's the social media.
With anybody almost in person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can be outside, and I go outside almost every day. And I go out and I interact with people, and I meet them in the restaurants and at the games and at the bars and walking down the street and on the train and when I catch public transportation and whatever. And I'm cool with everybody. I could sit and have a conversation for a long time with pretty much anybody. And y'all just chronically single because it's the whole world's fault and it ain't got nothing to do with you whatsoever? Okay, yeah, I'm going for that one.
Yeah, you just, your standards and your likabilities, and like it's definitely you.
And honestly, as you get older, it will continue to fuck you up until honestly I was about 26 when I came to this conclusion. But it used to be a huge insecurity for me, and now that I've been able to kind of pinpoint what the issue is in dating, I'm like, why the fuck?
You didn't. You gotta put yourself out there.
Should I feel insecure about this? And just to be clear, even though I'm chronically unimpressed with men, I do mourn the fact that I've never...
They even use extra words when it's not necessary. Instead of just saying, yo, I'm not really feeling men right now, or I don't know, I'm just kind of in my own zone.
Or I'm just picking the wrong people. And that can't be the issue either. Because it ain't me. It's not me, it's everybody else.
Chronically unimpressed with men. It's like, yes, we know what the word means. It's not that complicated. Y'all making this out to be more than what it is. It shows you how extra all of these people are, man.
Experience true romance. Like, that is something that I long for.
Right there. She told you already. She just spilled it. She looking for the social media love. Like, she's not looking for something that's real. She's looking for the stuff that she's seen in the books, the stuff that she's seen in the movies, and like she believes this fake world. Like, social media is not real.
In a way, but kind of like in the way of a little girl longs for Prince Charming. You know what I mean?
She's saying it. She's saying it over and over again. She keeps saying it. She keeps saying she want the fantasy world, and that fantasy world is not real. You're looking for perfection, and that don't exist.
Like, I don't, it's like a fantasy, like I just don't truly believe that's out there. Never say never, but it's not something that is actively bothering me in my life anymore. And
it's not out there.
And it's refreshing. It's also a bit disappointing, but I feel like I have...
Because at the end of the day, we barely got time to do all of that. Like, when you gotta take care of the kids, you gotta work, you gotta pursue, like, you got a lot of stuff that's going on, and you want me to treat you like one of these movies.
Piece to just move on now. And just to be clear, I am in no way invalidating women's experiences who don't have the same mindset as me, because I get it and I agree with everything I've seen. It is almost like a humiliation ritual to constantly see some of your friends bounce in and out of relationships like that, but it's damn near impossible for you, right? It's frustrating, and I feel like
because they're giving people chances and they're putting themselves out there. You gotta put yourself out there in the right spots.
jealous isn't the right word, but it is.
Yes, it is.
Shitty feeling overall, right? So I get it, and I've agreed with every single take I've seen. It's a shitty feeling, and I hope that, I don't know, it sucks, and hopefully this video helps someone. Also, a lot of times I'll see in the comments.
No, it's not, to be honest with you. It is, and it's not, like, because we all can improve. We all can do a little bit with some help. You know, we all can be better. And you're basically saying, I'm the best thing out here, and it's everybody else is the problem. When at the end of the day, we all can be better at something. We all can continuously get better. And we all can compromise, because that's just really what it comes down to. You don't want to compromise.
Of those videos of women who are chronically single, other women being like, oh, well, have you thought about dating women? You might be a lesbian. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, y'all, but some women are unfortunately straight. It sucks. Again, I just explained why it sucks being attracted to men, but the reality,
it sucks being attracted to men. And you trying to figure out that statement in itself right there can be the whole caption. As a matter of fact, I think that's what I'm gonna title this video. It sucks being attracted to men, but I'm chronically single and I don't know why. And men don't know what they're doing, but I'm chronically single and I haven't been in a relationship. She said it sucks being attracted to men.
Your day-to-day covered with Base 44 super agents. Your life is chaotic.
The power of life and death is in the tongue. That's your disposition towards the opposite sex that you want companionship with, and that's what you're saying out of your mouth.
is that there are a good
chunk. Imagine how your actions are showing.
Of women who are straight, and we have no interest in dating women, and that's okay. And I think it's proof that sexuality is not a choice, because I would not choose to deal with this.
I know that hating men is an absolute great way to grow your account, but
she is gorgeous. Gorgeous. This girl is gorgeous. Man, she is gorgeous.
That will never be within my
ministry, hair, everything.
Because I love them. I love a man. I love listening to them speak, especially when they speak to each other. I feel like so many of us
That's weird.
do not understand the opposite gender because we stopped listening. I like sitting back and listening to men speak to each other because that is when they speak the most freely, and you can hear what it is they truly value. You can better understand their perspective. You can better understand their nature. And I have found that rather than telling men what I think they believe, what I think they want, who I think they are, let them tell you themselves.
That's what both sexes. You definitely gotta let somebody tell you who they are, and they'll tell you.
Without listening through your traumas and through your feelings and what society has told you a man is and what a man thinks, listen to men speak. I know now so many of us are led to believe that they are somehow less human than we are, when that is not the case. They are not less human. They are just different from us. And rather than projecting who
everybody's different.
We are, our values, how we see things onto them to tell them how we think they should see things, how about we just let them be who they are? I think men are hilarious. I think they are fun to be around. And I think it's okay to enjoy one another, just to enjoy the opposite gender for who they are and how they were created.
I agree, 100%.
So, this will never be an I hate man account, because I love them bad. And I think we're supposed to. I think it's okay. I think you should separate yourself from the bad ones, just like I separate myself from bad women, and just...
Right there. This is where it comes down to. understanding. And, you know, the other lady, she don't understand that much. Understanding that. And self-evaluation is critical.
Accept and love men for who they are and what they bring, and get to know them by actually having conversations with them or just listening to them speak. So many of them feel like they're not heard, they're not listened to, and they're underappreciated because we always think we know best. Listen to a man near you.
Nobody know best. Everybody got an opinion.
Listen to some. Talk to some, because we done got on these apps and everybody just so convinced they know how everybody feels. How about you talk to some actual men? Have some actual conversations and listen to them. Because they listen to us. We don't stop talking, so you know they hear us. But do listen to the men. They're great. I promise y'all, men can be so amazing. Just yeah.
Can't disagree with that.
That girl is so pleasant. See how the different energy and a different disposition get you different results? Look how beautiful and pretty she is. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure.
It's hilarious. Let me know how y'all feel. Comment below. Share, subscribe. Let me know how y'all feeling about both of them opinions. And just how it goes. All right, what's next? Oh yeah, no man.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, this lady going through a flux with DoorDash and not kind of figuring out life completely. And that's why you definitely need to grind in your earlier ages so you can is figure it out by the end. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know how y'all feel about this.
Hard time lifing right now. Oh, I can't stand this. It's never ending. Never ending. I'm sitting here trying to make money and doing DoorDash and Uber. I'm gonna pay my freaking bills.
No, I didn't, I feel like I done been there, and I've done the DoorDash and Uber and all of them, and the cars messing up, and it definitely feel like a cycle sometimes.
And I'm behind on everything. I'm 56 years old, and I don't get behind. I pay my freaking bills. And this past year has been so damn hard.
It have been, and hopefully, that's why she on social media trying to make a living too and multiply.
And now I'm sitting here at McDonald's with a new car. And well, it's about 6 months old. I put quite a few thousand miles on it because of doing DoorDash and Uber. Because I can't get hired on anywhere I've been.
How'd she get a new car though?
Everywhere looking for a damn job. And all the young people get me beat out on that. So I have to resort to doing something. So I work every day doing DoorDash and Uber and Amazon Flex in my car. Now it's broke down. It's running, but it says the AC off due to high temperature. This is the second time this is.
Man, overheating. Them overheating in them cars, boy, is ridiculous. It's real though. This is real life.
Happened, and I just paid $300 and something for my insurance yesterday. I have to pay more of my rent today because I'm behind on that. I have my car payment on Friday. And I don't get enough money doing this out here. I've been trying to sell my damn trailer for 6 months. I just lowered it from $3,000 to $2,000 today. I just have to get ahead. I got to get out of this that I'm in. I've never been so unhappy. It's so miserable.
It's the race. It's the rat race, and a lot of people trapped in it. And
I can't deal with these. I just can't deal right now. I don't like this. What? I don't like this. I just screamed in the middle of the parking lot.
This is kind of a cautionary tale, in my opinion, because One of the things that I feared the most as I was younger, going into my 30s, because obviously, you know, I've told the story about going broke 1,000 times, both here and on Millionaire Morning Show. When I was going into my 30s, I went broke at 26, and then I really got into the grind. The one thing I didn't want to do is age broke. You see what
Man, seriously. That's why you got to get them expenses under attack.
I'm saying? And so, you know, 401ks, investments. I read every book that I can get my hands on, and I lowered my lifestyle for the first 10 years after that.
That's the biggest advice right there. So he lowered his lifestyle,
so that I could really dedicate myself to ensure that I would be able to feed myself and I wouldn't have this type of future when I got older. This is not an economy problem. This is a personal problem. Now, that does not mean that...
Brutally truth, though.
You know, the economy is not what she would like it to be so that she can, you know, make as much money as you possibly can. But what happened to all of the years?
But, you know, it's a lot in what she said, though, too. She got a new car. That's a $300-$400 payment. Insurance, $300, like she just said. That's $600 out the window. Rent, she paying. So rent probably $1,000, so she had $1,600. And do Uber, DoorDash, that ain't gonna cut it. That ain't even feeding her yet.
You know, okay, so let's skip up to 18. So what happened to 18 up to 56, 57, you know, that got you in this position in the first place? And I'm empathetic, right? I am. I'm sympathetic. One of my passion projects is homelessness. And, you know, I've always been an advocate for finding people a place to live, but then at the same time, you can't do it for free. And then you
definitely can't. Somebody got to be paid for it.
You know, I don't believe that a person should have to suffer in order for you to, you know, have adequate housing and stuff like that. But
yeah, no, that's why that's definitely 100% true. And that's why I was saying too is you gotta definitely lower them expenses and understand. You know, that's what my biggest understanding right now. I don't need as much as I think I need it.
Again, for me, this is more or less of a cautionary tale than it is, you know,
it's one of them wake up tales that you better be, you know, maneuvering and figuring things out.
Just an observation, because I've always kept these type of things at the forefront of my mind. Now, thankfully, again, I'm in a better position, obviously, than I was in 2008. And I'm doing really, really well in life. But even then, like, I still make crazy amounts of investments, and, you know, I throw a lot of money into real estate, a lot of money into stocks, a lot of money into crypto, all of these type of things. And I've been super blessed, right? And I work my butt off now so that I can live the lifestyle that I want to live for the rest of my life. But, you know, to be 50...
Or minimize it too, and, you know, not get that payment and, you know, buy it sometimes. And
657, she might even have another 20, 30 years ahead of her. And to be in this position. The things that you do in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s and your 50s is going to affect how you live your life in your 50s and your 60s and your 70s and your 80s, right? You want to be very vigilant. And I remember a lot of people would kind of tease and laugh, and they would say, you know, why are you still staying, you know, in lower...
Yeah, that's why I've been, you know, on pause right now, and basically like, hey, let me laser this down now. Let's figure this out.
Accommodations, or you won't move out of the apartment and all of that stuff, because I was getting to it and I was running it up, and I wasn't trying to keep up with the Joneses, and I wasn't trying to, you know, mortgage my future as far as my lifestyle so that I can live the life that I wanted to live at that particular time. Life gets better when you make smarter decisions when you're younger.
Yep.
I just bellowed out screaming because I can't do this shit no more. I don't want to do this shit no more. I'm so stressed out. I'm so fucking tired. These bills, everything. Yeah, I can't pay my bills if I ain't got a damn car. And now I'm scared to death. I don't know what the fuck to do.
When bills get real. If it's get real, and they get to tackling down on you, and I'm hoping everything is, good and all right with her. And let me know if y'all got any updates. Comment below. But something like this, it might have went viral, and people probably cashed up her, and she probably good right now. But the funny thing is, this happened to people more than you think, especially that's doing DoorDash, Uber, and Lyft and stuff like that.
I don't know what to do. I'm on TikTok and cry my fucking ass off like I really want to do that in front of everybody. But I just need a vent. I need a vent. I don't know. I'm just what do I do? Oh, look. Car's up. AC off due to high engine temp. Well, I just drove from my house 5 minutes down the road and it's high engine temp. What the hell is that?
Yep, I had to shut my car down. We shut our car down for 6 months because of that. So I understand her. I feel her. I done been in that position.
That mean?
I don't know what kind of car that is, nor do I. I mean, if you was just trying to vent, why would you? And it's just an observation for me. Why would you upload it? Like, why would you record yourself talking on your phone and then you?
Well, you know why? Because the reason why, the results of it, she probably got loaded with people cash apps and everything.
Or upload it so that everybody can see it.
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna keep it a whole beam with y'all right now. I don't know how a lot of y'all surviving. Like, the cost of everything right now, I really feel bad for the younger generation because I can remember.
I don't actually, because they don't got the same responsibilities. It really is it's these responsibilities that we put ourselves in that makes the economy so high. It's not that expensive. It's what our expenses that we buying.
I could survive off $120 from one Friday all the way to the next Friday. Literally, I made that shit work. Don't ask me how I did that shit, but I did that shit. The cost of shit now, the people we got.
You could do that. You could do it now, especially if it's just you.
That are sitting in Washington, D.C.?
Not including rent, though. But if you at home with your parents, you definitely could do that.
They gonna have y'all in a situation to where it ain't gonna be no catching up.
I can do that now. I literally just tested this theory with $200. Maybe it wasn't $120. It was $200. And I went and got it out in 320s and then $140 in fives. Because that's what I like to tip out to people, whether you be the valet. I tip it out in fives, the valet, all of that type of stuff. I give to people out on the street and stuff. And, going to the grocery store and getting what I need for the day, it didn't cost a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, and I'm just keeping it 100. Like, I test these theories out in real life, in real time. And when I, obviously you can't survive as far as paying bills $200. But as far as like my cost of living on a day-to-day basis, it doesn't cost me anything. I catch public transportation and I understand. Yes, I am blessed and stuff like that. But I'm trying to figure out what kind of lifestyle of y'all living. I'm doing all of this DoorDash, ordering DoorDash and Uber Eats and eating out every day and driving all over the place and stuff like that. Sit down, cook your meals, eggs, bread, milk, cheese, all of that stuff. It does not cost a lot of money for you to cook yourself. Now, if you choose a different type of lifestyle or you got a whole bunch of other people that you decided to have kids and all of that stuff, I understand that it could be a lot more expensive, but
right there, that lifestyle, the lifestyles is what it is.
The basics, the main stuff is the main thing. I don't get it, honestly.
Be all right. You even if this shit gets back to normal, just say it even gets back to normal, when it gets back to normal, the cost of everything is going to be so much more high to where even at that
so
stage,
much more high,
you still won't be able to afford a house, a car, just the basic shit that you should be able to accept. Or
and really, shit, that's not basic stuff. Like shit, that's some expensive stuff.
Be able,
depending on how you want to play it,
to have. And then Like, I get why people are leaving the U.S. I get why American citizens are leaving the U.S. because it is a lot cheaper to go elsewhere and to have an actual life.
So then you go and you ruin everybody else's life. They were actually protesting in Mexico City because they were saying that people from out of town, especially in the United States of America, was causing the rents to be too high for the locals there. So y'all basically mess up what everybody else got going on. And that's assuming that you can work remotely, right?
That should not be, it should not be
that's the issue.
Option just to have the basics, to have a car, to have a job, to have a house, to be able to afford an apartment. These are the basic fundamental shit that America really was built on, the American dream. But right now, man, I don't know what this is, because it ain't no dream.
No, because everybody want a car. Like, and then it's everybody want an apartment. You can have that stuff. It's about where you want to have it at.
It ain't no dream, it's a struggle. So I really feel bad for like the younger generation, because it's like you're not giving them a chance to like at least have like a decent living life. Just a decent living life. So like, I don't know, man. Y'all let me
put, because the standards that we putting on ourselves.
The comments like how
I got a delivery today. You know how you can order stuff from not just like Uber Eats or whatever, but like you can order stuff from the store. You can literally, like an Instacart, right? And I got an Instacart today, and the security guy walked the guy up to my place because I was in the studio, and he said, "Man, this guy is," I forgot what he said, like 77 years old or whatever, how old he was. This is the security guy. He said, "Yo, Anton, this guy's like whatever, however old he is," and he said, the guy said that young people don't want to work. That's what he said. He said the guy said that he can't get enough work because so many young people don't want to work, or they quit their jobs, or they quit where his regular job was, and then that's what he was doing on the side, and so he was getting extra money to do the things that he wanted to do. So I have a hard time buying into the whole notion that there's no money out here, no work or whatever. I just have a hard time. But y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap.
No, for sure. It's definitely that's the case. It's it's not tough times. It's people they standards, they gotta kind of buckle down more. We just we didn't got to a spot where we feel like we deserve way more. So make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what y'all think. All right, let's watch this one. So this lady, she thought she was gonna take this house.
A real estate property manager calls the police after someone breaks into a home he's selling and is still in.
She definitely thought she was about to take this house. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. Squatter rights are crazy.
Inside the property claiming squatters' rights. What officers don't know is the burglar inside is the worst Karen we've ever seen.
What a joke. That's not my...
Man, and he almost really let it kind of get a pass a little bit.
That's not our door handle. They took it off.
6-9-189. I can hear dogs. Somebody's coming to the door. You look.
Can you hold on? What a cheat.
She's talking about, can you hold on 1 second?
It's astonishing, isn't it?
You looked out the window and then walked away from the door.
The thing is, the only way to get the lockbox off if you don't know the code is to take the door handle off and throw it away. They came prepared. That's our standard key. That key does
like, bruh,
all of our properties throughout the U.S.
Hi there.
Hi. No. I have paperwork. Why are you on my property?
Talking about she was already prepared. Like, that's where it's crazy. She was ready.
No, do not touch me.
You need to come outside right now.
No, I do not. I know my laws. Sir, get off of my property.
Talking about get off of my property.
I returned adverse property. Adverse possession with title.
Then you need to come out and talk to me because we got a real
I will talk to you right there.
Come outside.
Respect my space. You do not have any right to come and grab me.
Did I touch you?
You were trying to grab me
because
when I
you're
have
here.
my paperwork.
Then come outside.
This is a civil matter now because I filed adverse possession, sir, with the state of Florida. Sir, get out of my house.
Man, that's crazy how you feel like you can just take somebody's property. No matter if it was sitting, you didn't even fix it, you didn't do nothing. Like, just not knowing, like, that's crazy.
Adverse possession is a law that allows a trespasser to legally acquire the title to another person's property that is abandoned or not maintained. However, a person can only claim this after uninterrupted possession of the house for 7 years and cannot be done in secret.
I paid $4K down to get this.
Then come outside and discuss that with us.
The lies is crazy. You know you didn't pay no 4K down to get that.
Discuss it. I will discuss it. You don't have no right to grab me, sir, when I have my paperwork. You are listening to one side of a story. You did not hear me. I am an American citizen. You have no right to step in my house. There is not one way to purchase a home.
You're going to come outside.
Get out of my...
There is one way to purchase your home, to be honest. Through the title company.
Remove you from the house.
You cannot remove me from my house with my paperwork, sir.
Can we see the paperwork you have?
State of Florida, adverse possession. Actually, me and my husband had filed this.
You need to come outside.
Okay, well, you need to know your laws because you
Yeah, this kind of one of the reasons why you need cameras. So you can even catch this before it happens. She don't even need to be in there one day. She's been there one day too long.
seem very uneducated about adverse possession. I know what I'm doing.
I'll tell you what, the people who
Yeah, she done did this before, and it didn't work out.
know what they're doing and know that they're doing illegally don't react the way that you do. They don't speak
You
the way that
almost
you do.
grabbed me. I said, give me a minute so that I can put my dogs away, and you grabbed me.
You tried to come running out the back of the house to run. You could have gone out the
Why
front
would I
door.
run?
You didn't know I was back
The
here.
front, I saw you from there. See the assumption, sir? One of them came.
There was an assumption though. She was definitely. I don't think she was running for sure. He assumed she was running.
And tried to break in.
That
and
was an
messed up.
agent trying to show the property that is vacant and is not yours. What are you talking about?
First of all, it is.
No, it's not. I've got all the paperwork.
Real
The
estate
offers
in
are
attempt to establish adverse possession with title. How long has the home been sitting there abandoned?
It's not
I have
abandoned.
every right to actually.
It's not abandoned.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's
sweetheart,
listed
you
in the
know adverse
MLS.
possession.
It's listed
Get
in the
ignorant-
MLS. It's listed in the MLS.
You can't grab me out here.
I'm not grabbing you. You need to get out.
No, he tried to grab me out of here. We filed adverse possession on the home already. Thank you. He could be on MLS all it wants to be. Adverse possession is still a law, sweetheart. Thank you. Milo, come inside. Come inside, Milo.
Oh, this is crazy though. Like you really, like man.
Don't sneer.
I just did.
You'll be out. Don't worry.
I don't care.
Yeah, you will.
I paid all.
She don't care. You ain't pay nothing. You just filed one piece of paperwork. You didn't even file it.
You'll be out.
I already
You'll
paid.
be out.
We went to the.
You'll be out. I'll be back in 30 days with the sheriff, and you'll be out.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll be out.
Adverse possession.
Smarty pants.
What's adverse possession?
She was just too nice. But he got lucky though.
Do it. Out you go.
Yeah, whatever.
What's
But he
adverse?
already know the process though. But they need to be better at. Like you need some cameras, unfortunately.
She's trying to say it's abandoned. It's not abandoned. There's a sheet in there where the contractors come and clean it every week. It's not abandoned. It's listed. It's been listed for a year.
That's a long time. That's so brutal. A whole year listed? Man, it's because that pool back there, honestly.
We have showings all the time. It's not abandoned. It's not an abandoned property. So she's lying. She doesn't know what she's talking about. There's a certificate of title.
And he's showing us the certificate of the title right now.
Select Portfolio Servicing. There's my listing agreement from Select Portfolio Servicing. This is how old the file is.
You're breaking up.
It's never.
Bro, he got all the paperwork. And papers. I'd have had to show that all in emails or something.
Been abandoned since we foreclosed on it. My phone number was on the window. She's taken that down.
The realtor said his phone number was even on the window and they took that down.
This was in the window. We don't see it now. I got pictures of it.
Talking about that's the list in a piece of paper. I don't know where they at. Where is they at? I wonder. It got to be somewhere hot.
There last week.
Okay.
There's my sign last week, and there you can see the lockbox and our brass door handle gone.
With all the paperwork and photo evidence the property manager...
But that's smart. He done been through some stuff. Cause he talking about, hey, take pictures every week. But that's how, because if she'd have been in there more than a week or two, definitely got some squatter rights. But now that she only been there a couple of days, there ain't no rights behind it.
Has. Officers determine he's correct, and the Karen has no authority to claim adverse possession on the residence. Now they just need to figure out how to get her out of the house.
Here's where we're at. What she's doing is squatting. They changed the locks, took the locks, that's that. So we have authority. If you want to break the door down, we can go in and remove her forcefully. We can arrest her with trespassing and theft for stealing the locks. That's entirely up to how far you want to go with this.
Yeah.
Would you rather do it the safer way with minimal risk of damaging the property and doing, like you said, doing the 30 days with the sheriff's office? Or are you wanting her removed immediately now? Because if that's the case, if she doesn't let us back in, if she doesn't come and agree to open the door, which she may not do now because she knows she's probably in the wrong, you will have to be responsible for breaking the door down and paying for the damages.
Well, it's our property anyway. We own it. Whatever damage is there is there. What are they going to do in the month they're there? And the money they're going to cost us by not being able to market it?
I can't answer that.
No, exactly. So you don't think she's going to come to the door anyway?
I mean, we can try again, and I would have German go up there because
he's a nice guy, though. Honestly, he was pretty nice. He still
doesn't like me clearly, so she might be willing to come back to the door once he goes up to it. What do you think?
Try it.
Let's try that.
I can't open this door.
Can we see that paperwork again, please? Can we go to the back?
I filed adverse possession.
Can you just meet me in the back door? Because I need you to show me that paperwork again.
I'll tell you one thing, cops be lying, bro. I'll tell you that.
She said she's coming out?
Yeah, she said, stay right there. She's going to show me through the window, I guess. He's the one that's going to need to breach this door.
Can he give us permission to kick it in, or does he have to be the one to actually do it?
You're going to make a 70-year-old man risk his old limbs for kicking the door.
I don't know what the legal requirements are here. He's a senior officer. He's a master police officer, so he knows this stuff more than I do.
Yeah, let's check the back door.
I'm gonna skip through it.
Do you have a screwdriver or a drill?
Why would you need a screwdriver and drill?
I have my multi-tool screwdriver.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it will be faster with a drill. Because that door, like you said, it's been broke, but it's just that little piece of wood is holding it.
Ma'am, you're gonna need to come outside. At least open the door.
Why?
Because I'm ordering you.
You are not my authority.
If you refuse to follow that order, you will be arrested for resisting. Do you want to be arrested for resisting?
Resisting what? I have my paperwork.
Resisting.
These what's the name cams, boy. They be showing some stuff.
The lawful order.
Give me a second. I'm recording.
Go ahead and record, and then open the door.
You said you wanted to see the paperwork.
We need to see it personally. Come open the door.
Adverse possession means paying the taxes on the home.
If you have no reason to worry, come on.
She ain't even pay no taxes on her home. She talking about I'm paying them.
Try to grab me of your assumption, sir.
I'm gonna go grab my multi-tool. If we don't have a drill, we don't have a drill.
Step back. Step back. Step back from the door. Step away from the door. Step away from the door. Sir, step away. Tell this man to step away.
Just step away just a little.
I need to see him.
I filed adverse possession on the 20th.
Can I see that?
Yes.
She's talking about on the 20th.
You can hold. You don't have to hold it, sir. This is the original copy.
Okay.
As you can see, this is the adverse possession
What's
of
your
the
name?
state of Florida. Ashley.
Okay.
Now, I know what I'm doing because this is not the only property that I pay taxes on. You pay a portion of taxes for adverse possession. And you start cleaning up the home so you can take over the home. Milo, come inside now. Melody, inside. So no longer, this is not in your hand. This is a court civil case where we fight and we show them that we're going to be paying taxes on the home. When you pay
right there. She said that we pay or that we're going to pay a portion of the taxes. You ain't even pay a portion of
the taxes, you go to the appraisal office and you pay a portion of the taxes on the home. This home has been sitting. That's why adverse possession exists. That's not my fault that you can't do your job and you can't
legally foreclosed on.
If you are a real estate agent, that means you have to sell in a limited time.
You know nothing about what you're talking about.
Yes,
she don't though, honestly. She just assuming everything. Feel like she know.
It's called adverse adverse possession.
575,000 was paid for this property in January of last year at foreclosure sale.
Yeah.
That makes it legally the owner's property. It has
No,
not
it
been
doesn't-
abandoned. I have pictures of the property every week, date and time stamp, which will go to the court. You are wrong. It
No,
is never
you are
abandoned,
wrong.
and
You
we are maintaining the property.
and
all right?
maintaining it. What's
Yeah.
wrong with the pool and the frogs?
Yeah.
And what's wrong
Doesn't
with
do any difference at
that's
all.
not maintaining.
Makes no difference. The property, and we have
But
got
you ain't doing it either.
abandoned.
I'm going
We're
to sit
here
with
every
court.
10 days.
10:15, let's make it.
So your criteria are wrong.
No, my criteria, sir. You cannot grab me, sir.
Do not
Sir,
resist.
you
Do not
cannot grab.
resist.
I have dogs. Sir, I filed.
Do not resist. Stop resisting.
Doug, she like, I filed it. She's, man, she.
Adverse possession. I did it the right way. Stop, sir, please. My dogs. Sir, can you help me? I filed adverse possession. Sir, that's my paperwork. Sir, what about my dogs? What about my
Against the wall. Against the
What
wall.
about my dogs? You didn't listen to me.
Stand.
You're
Stop
doing this
resisting.
incorrectly.
You want to get tased?
No.
Turn around right now.
Turn around.
Turn around.
Oh my God! I paid $4,000.
Stand against the wall.
You didn't pay that $4,000.
I need to call the police because this is wrong. I have my paperwork. You cannot arrest me. You cannot arrest me. Why are you arresting me? Are you serious?
Then
Why
I
am I
told
being
you.
arrested? I have rights.
I told you. Burglary, trespassing,
This
and
is
theft.
not burglary. I have the paperwork, sir. I went through the appraisal. State appraisal. They gave me the key. Oh my God, sir.
And now you're being charged with resisting.
I have my MacBook Pro. Wait, let's go inside. I have to.
We'll get everything. We'll get everything.
I can't do this again. Sir, are you pressing
Tell me I can't do
charges?
this again.
Up to the bank.
I declare bankruptcy!
Are you pressing charges?
If this officer
Yeah,
falls
this
in the
kinda
water
nuts.
because you won't cooperate,
What about
you're
my
going to be charged.
stuff?
We'll get it.
She just get a little bit more crazier, and a few more things happen. But he didn't really press charges. No, he did press charges. He had to, or they was gonna let her go. But make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below what y'all think about this video. There's a lot to happen. I'm gonna kind of wrap up right here for today, 'cause I'm tired.